This is the National Herald case that we're talking about. Trouble mounting for the Gandhis, because remember that you're going to be seeing a lot of legal movement in this case. The Enforcement Directorate has reportedly informed a Delhi court that Congress MPs Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi, A1, A2 in these cases, enjoyed around 142 crores in proceeds of crime. The central agency further noted that the Gandhis not only committed money laundering when they acquired the proceeds of crime, but also by continuing to hold the proceeds. So they had it with them and they didn't give it up. The Enforcement Directorate has also informed the Delhi court that by paying 50 lakhs to Associated Journals Limited, Young Indian attained a 90 crore loan. So clearly those numbers just don't add up. According to sources, the Enforcement Directorate believes that Rahul and Sonia Gandhi converted public money for personal use by using Young Indian. AJL, Associated Journals Limited, also showed a bogus rent of 38 crores in the year 2017-2018, and even the donations showed by Young Indian were not genuine. So multiple loopholes that have emerged, and according to the Enforcement Directorate, it all points back to the Gandhis, to Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi, who've been named as accused in the ED charge sheet in the National Herald case.
The National Herald case has been a very peculiar case in the entire Indian history. Number one, it started in October 2013 by a PIL filed in Delhi High Court, much before Modi government came into power. Second, this is the only case in which Sri Rahul Gandhi ji and Srimati Sonia Gandhi ji has to take the bail. In the recent findings of ED, they have mentioned there is around 142 crore rupees related to proceeds of crime. अब प्रोसीड ऑफ क्राइम से अगर पैसा आया है तो यूज किसने किया है, तो इसके बारे में जो इंडिकेशन दिया गया है कि यह सिर्फ प्रॉपर्टी ऑब्टेन करने के लिए नहीं बल्कि अदर रिलेटेड चीजों के लिए भी प्रयोग किया गया है।
आज कोर्ट के अंदर एनफोर्समेंट डायरेक्टरेट ने यह भी एलिज किया कि जो पूरा एक फाइनेंशियल जगलरी की गई है नेशनल हेराल्ड के अंदर और 142 करोड़ रुपए तक का एक स्कैम किया गया एक तरीके से। ये कुछ आप टाइमिंग की तरफ आप
लगातार जब राहुल गांधी कठिन सवाल पूछते हैं इसी तरह से एजेंसियों को सामने कर दिया जाता है, फिर ये एजेंसीज कवर फायर देती हैं सरकार को। ये आज से नहीं हो रहा, 11 साल से हो रहा है, होने दीजिए। अरे जब सेक्शन 25 की कंपनी है जिसमें प्रॉफिट हो ही नहीं सकता, ना कोई तनख्वाह ले सकता है, ना कोई किराया ले सकता है, ना कोई प्रॉफिट ले सकता है, ना कोई डिविडेंड ले सकता है, उसमें क्या जगलरी हो सकती है, जरा बताइए।
Okay, let me bring in Srishti Ojha, legal correspondent, for more details really on what the ED has submitted before Delhi court. Srishti, run us through what the Enforcement Directorate has said, especially against the Gandhis. What evidence do they essentially have against the Gandhis in the National Herald case?
Akshata, the Enforcement Directorate was arguing on the aspect of cognizance of the prosecution complaint that they filed against Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi and other accused in the National Herald case. Now, one point that they made before a Delhi court today was that Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi and other accused enjoyed for proceeds of crimes of around 142 crores. Other than this, if we talk about Enforcement Directorate's allegations, we broke it first on India Today, and it's a big India Today exclusive where we have accessed some of the details of what Enforcement Directorate's big allegations are according to our sources. As per our sources, the ED has claimed that 988 crores of proceeds of crimes existed in hands of the accused in this National Herald case. Not just that, specific allegations have been made against Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. ED, as per our sources, has claimed that Sonia Gandhi was involved in, both Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi were involved in converting public money into personal use by using Young Indian, their company, as an instrument. According to Enforcement Directorate, Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi have, through this criminal conspiracy, cheated not only the shareholders of AGL but also the donors of AICC. Another big allegation that the Enforcement Directorate has made is that several donations were received by Young Indian which were found to not be genuine according to the ED. So they've basically claimed that bogus donations were made to Young Indian to discharge the income tax demand which otherwise would have been paid by would have been paid by the Gandhis, considering they had maximum ownership, majority ownership as far as Young Indian is concerned. Not just that, one allegation is also that ED has said that they've tried to pin all the responsibility in this case to a deceased person, also saying that in their statements they have tried to derail the investigation by saying that it was the then treasurer Motilal Vora who was responsible for the administrative and the financial transactions.
So very serious allegations by the Enforcement Directorate, and it sets the stage for what we're going to be seeing in the weeks ahead when you see that legal battle actually playing out in the courts in the National Herald case. Thanks very much, Srishti, for joining us with all of those details. But what exactly is the charge here against the Gandhis in the National Herald case? You hear a lot about Associated Journals Limited, about Young Indian. We kind of pieced all of that together for you, breaking down the bare basics of what exactly the National Herald case is. In fresh trouble for the Gandhis in the National Herald case, the Enforcement Directorate has filed its first charge sheet in the case, naming Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. Let's tell you about the charges against the Gandhis and what this case is all about. Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi face charges of money laundering. This is in a 10-year-old case filed against them by the ED based on a complaint by Subramanian Swamy. It pertains to the sale of the National Herald newspaper to a company owned by the Gandhis. And the ED is currently probing the shareholding pattern, the financial transactions, and the role of party functionaries. So let's begin by telling you about National Herald. The National Herald was a newspaper that was founded by Jawaharlal Nehru along with other freedom fighters back in 1938. It was meant to voice the concerns of the Liberal Brigade in the Indian National Congress. Published by Associated Journals Limited or AJL, this newspaper became essentially a mouthpiece of the Congress party after independence. But in 2008, the paper closed down with a debt of over 90 crores. Now here's where it gets interesting. The AJL, as I mentioned, is Associated Journals Limited, got a loan of 90 crores from the Congress party. And this was a zero-interest loan repeatedly to revive the National Herald. Enter Young India Limited, a company that was set up in 2010 with Rahul Gandhi as a director. So while Rahul and his mother Sonia Gandhi hold 76% of the company's shares, the remaining 24% are held by Congress leaders Motilal Vora and Oscar Fernandez. So Young India bought National Herald from AGL. And it is this deal that's under the scanner. Why? Well, Young India Limited took over National Herald, which also meant assets worth a whopping 2,000 crore plus. And Young India Limited only curiously paid 50 lakhs to obtain the rights to recover 90.25 crores, which AGL owed the Congress party. So essentially, if I were to simplify that, the loan given by Congress had been transferred to a company owned by the Gandhis. Public money converted to personal use. And that's why on 1st November 2012, Subramanian Swamy filed a private complaint in a court in Delhi alleging that both Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi have committed fraud and land grabbing worth 160 crores, referring to the assets of AJL. He claimed that through this fraud, they had got the publication rights of the National Herald along with real estate properties in Delhi and parts of Uttar Pradesh.
90 करोड़ रुपए देने के इनको अधिकार नहीं है. अंडर द रूल्स इनकम टैक्स लॉ ये दे नहीं सकते. ये महाभ्रष्टाचार है. यहाँ शेयर होल्डर्स में 80% की देहांत हो चुकी है और कई कंपनीज हैं जो बंद हो गए हैं.
On 7th December 2015, the Delhi High Court ordered Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi and 5 others to appear in person before the trial court on 9th December, which they ignored. The Gandhis didn't turn up, but a trial court then ordered them to appear in person on 19th December. Rahul and Sonia finally appeared in court and they were granted bail. Years later, in 2022, Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi were questioned for several days in the case. Rahul Gandhi was questioned for nearly 55 hours by the CBI and the ED over the alleged corruption and financial irregularities involving this newspaper.
100% political vendetta, pure political vendetta coming out of the PM office. This is what this is. This is their way of doing politics. Pure 100% vendetta. Full faith. I have full faith in the legal system of this country?
The ED is now moving forward swiftly with its probe. On April 12th, the ED served notices to take possession of immovable assets worth 661 crores in Delhi, Mumbai and Lucknow. It had attached some of these properties as part of the money laundering probe. With the charge sheet being filed now, it paves the way for a trial against Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi. And so to add to that, the Enforcement Directorate now claiming 140 crores was used as personal proceeds to Rahul and Sonia Gandhi, essentially for personal expenses. We will be tracking all the latest political reactions to the legal fight that will play out in weeks from now in the National Herald case.